Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So here's my second video for 2017. I was sent red glitter in a PR package a few days ago, and it kind of gave me a major flashback to Lady Gaga's beautiful makeup look for the Super Bowl last year. So if you're interested in learning how I created this look, then please keep watching. I'm starting off with the eyes today, and I'm using MAC's Paintpot and Painterly to make my eyeshadows pop more, blend easier, and stay on longer. With glitter, it's always better to do the eyes first so that you can wipe off any fallout without messing up your face makeup. I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette today, and I'm starting off with burnt orange as a transition color, and I'm using a big fluffy BH Cosmetics blending brush as always, working in the color in circular motions and building it up to my liking. Then with a smaller, more dense blending brush, I put a second crease color onto my eyes, which is called Raw Sienna, and it is slightly darker and more yellowish brownish. Now, because of the brush being a little bit more pointy, the color goes on more defined and concentrated. With the color Venetian Red, I blend on top of the crease colors, and the brush that I'm using now is by Sigma, and it is a blending brush which is kind of more flat. Therefore, it applies the color not only to the crease but also blends it onto the mobile lid. So as you can see right here, I'm blending it in the crease but also kind of downwards. And if you're wondering what these squeaking noises are, these are my cat Ivy's meows. With a very small blending brush, I put the shade Love Letter on top of everything that I just applied, and I make sure to really only put this right where the crease is. I don't blend further above or downside because I want the colors to gradiently fade into each other. And yeah, still working it from left to right, right to left in circular motions. Make sure to blend everything in and make it look very nice and even. Now with my paint pot again and a flat shader brush, I start to cut the crease, and I slowly put the product onto the lid, and I try to make sure that the line is as sharp as possible. And at the end of my eye, you will see I'm kind of winging it out. And with that teeny tiny blending brush again and no extra product, I blend the edges. Now this is the beautiful glitter by Gorgeous Cosmetics in the color Ruby. Yeah, I kind of lost the clip on how I apply a base for the glitter, but I used a glitter glue by Beauty Bakerie, and wherever I applied the base, I put the glitter on using a small synthetic shading brush. I always like to work in steps when working with glitter or pigments, because that way I can avoid as much as fallout as possible. And with my favorite false lashes mascara by MAC, I coat my lashes to prepare them for my mink lashes. And the ones that I will be using in today's look are called Mykonos by Lillylashes. And now that the eyes are almost done, we can continue with the face. I'm using Benefit's Porefessional primer on the areas around my nose to blur out any visible pores. Then I put on some foundation. The one that I'm using is by Doucce Cosmetics. I hope I pronounced it right. It is their all mineral foundation, and I mixed 2 colors to get my shade. I will send this foundation to try out, and I really like how moisturizing and silky it feels on the skin, but I don't like the smell, so keep that in mind. To conceal and highlight, I use my favorite concealer, which is Maybelline's Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, and I go ham with this. There are literally 2 makeup items that I'm obsessed with. One is setting powder, the other one is concealer. Yeah, and I'm tapping this in using my hands this time, not a beauty blender, as you will see in a few seconds. The funny thing is, people always go crazy on me for using my hands instead of the beauty blender, but I couldn't care less because these are our God-given tools and they work perfectly fine, so don't be afraid to use them. To set everything in place, I use my NYC loose face powder, and as always I bake under my eyes and on the sides of my nose, and I press it also into the skin wherever I applied any foundation, concealer or whatever to set the rest of my face makeup. To finish off the eyes, I go back in with my Modern Renaissance palette and the color Red Ochre to just quickly line the bottom lash line before putting on mascara there. And I'm first taking a liner brush to just get right into the lash line, and then I will blend everything out with a small pencil brush. To bronze up the face, I use my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I start on the forehead and work it into my cheekbones using 2 different brushes. One is by Morphe and it works amazing, but I wanted it to be a little bit more defined, which is why I will go back in with a smaller brush by, I think it's Zoeva. Not sure yet, but I will check that and let you, yeah, it's a Zoeva brush. It's one of those pointy little under eye setting brushes. For blush, I use this bright red color from the 9B blush palette by Morphe, and this color looks quite intimidating, but with a light hand it gives a nice pink flush to the cheeks. And then I go back in with a small brush that I used for my Hoola bronzer to define the cheekbones again. Now for my highlight, I use the iconic London Shimmer palette, and I use the peach highlight to give myself a nice glow on the cupid's bow, my cheekbones, my nose. And last but not least, since the eyes are so intense, I go for a nude lip, but you could definitely rock a red lip with this if you want it to be even more dramatic. This is Rezy from Lipland Cosmetics. It's a nice peachy nude shade, and this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know in the comments down below what you would like next. Follow me on all my social media and check the description box for more information. I love you guys. Bye.